This is Billy with the OutdoorsMissouri.com, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about 22 ammunition, specifically 22 long rifle. And I've seen a lot of videos about what ammunition is best. And to me, they're all the best. It really doesn't matter if you like it, that's what you should use. But I wanted to come and make a video about what I use and what I like and why I like what I like. So we'll start off with some Federal Automatch, and I'm sure you're familiar with this. One thing about Federal Automatch is take a look at the actual bullet here. That was an empty box. It's a solid nosed bullet, and really I couldn't tell much difference performance wise of the Bulk 550, but that's me personally. Some people like them a lot better, but in my Ruger and Savage and even the Marlin 60 and 22s, just didn't like them for me. Okay, so I probably won't buy Federal Automatch ever again, but they are designed to feed automatically, and we might get into that a little bit later. The next one is the CCI Mini Mag. This is one good shooting little bullet. And one thing to really notice difference-wise, okay, one's a copper, one's lead. That's copper plated. It's not actually copper. It's copper plated. This is a hollow point. This is a solid point. But let's get into a little bit of specifics on what's really different about them. This is a caliper set. Okay. So, one thing that should all be the same. .224. .224. 271.5. 270. Okay, so this rim's a little bit wider, just a little bit, and it really doesn't matter. It could be a lot of variables what makes this shoot better for me. It could be the powder, the primer, who knows. But this is a really good, I use these a lot for hunting, small game. Then we have, I love these little boxes that CCI comes with. This is a Remington subsonic. And I did some chronograph tests with them, and I was really disappointed. They're not very consistent. They vary about 150 feet per second between each, a string of bullets. So maybe a 25 shot string, there may be a variance of 150 feet per second. Then you have the Stinger. Now, the problem with the Stinger, to me, is it's light. The case is longer. Everybody says that, but really, how much longer is it? Let's find out. Pull that bullet off. Dump the powder out. Okay. And this is a Winchester Super X. It's in standard 22 long rifle. Pull that bullet off. There was almost nothing as far as powder goes in that one. But that doesn't mean anything. If I've learned anything from reloading bullets, it's that amount of powder really means very little. So on the caliper, the standard 22 long rifle measures .6085. So it's kind of changing a little bit. we'll say 609, .609. And then the Stinger is at 700. So, I mean, it's not a huge difference. It does make a difference, I'm sure, in match grade guns, but in your standard 22 long rifle chambering, it should be fantastic. What everybody forgets to talk about is these guys. You know, I'm an American guy. I prefer to buy American if I can, and these are not American bullets. But I'll tell you, I've never shot so good in my life until I switched to these guys right here. This is an EALLY standard. Um, and they got this paraffin lubricant on them. And apparently, EALLYs are primed all the way. Most bullets are primed around the rim. And these EALLYs are primed all the way in, the whole bottom of it's primed. That's the only thing I could find out that was any different about the EALLY other than their precision made. And these are not even the 10X. EALLY makes the 10X. These are about $6 a box for 50. The EALLY 10X is $20 for a box of 50. So you can really spend a lot of money on good ammo. If you don't want to spend a lot of money to shoot really well, don't plan on winning any competitions shooting junk ammo. The Federal bulk is a great ammunition for me. In the past, I've had problems with Winchester jamming up in my gun, and a lot of that was because I think it was my particular gun, which would be the Savage 64. Didn't like the taper. The Winchesters. Some of them they got this weird funky nose on them. It's real narrow. But guys, I shoot all kinds of different ammunition. I don't buy just one brand. I really try them all. And personally, if you want good groups, that's the stuff. If you want to be competitive and you know you're going to hit your target, I would go with the Mini Mags. If you want to play around and plink, whatever, Federal, Automatch, Federal bulk, to me it's the same. I haven't gotten any outstanding results with Automatch, and this is my third box. So the Stingers, they're not super accurate. They're not they don't go long range any better. I've tried them at 200 yards. They're not much better than anything else out there. If anything, they're worse. But they're fun because they're fast. So the time of flight is less. You might have some less bullet drop. But they're not very consistent, it seems like. And now these are just my opinions. I'm not a gunsmith. I'm not a guru of any kind. I just like to play around, and this is what I found out. Feel free to comment on anything that I've mentioned here and leave me a message, and I'll be sure to answer it. Thanks a lot, guys, and remember to visit us at www.theoutdoorsmissouri.com. One thing I wanted to add is the Automatch may be great for other people, but it's not for me. The 22 CCI Mini Mags, great, super accurate. The Remington subsonics wasn't too happy with. The Stingers are so fun to play with. Really enjoy them. That's some old CCI, some new CCI, but EALLY's got to be the best. And if for target practice, for paper, it's really the best.